My name is Kevin Derrick and I'm the owner of Creative Rides. Creative Rides is a place where classic owners can bring their cars, where we can assist them with their cars and we can sell their cars. So what we do is we put cars on our floor on consignment and market them on behalf of owners of cars, and we do deals acting as an agent between the buyer and the seller. Since I was tiny, I just loved cars. I could name the cars since I was 3, 4, 5 years old, and I've always just enjoyed cars. And in my early 20s, I started collecting cars, and somehow I haven't stopped. It's been a bit of a sickness, but it's great fun. And as you grow older, you grow into different things. So you like English cars, and you may like Italian cars, and you may like American muscle cars. And well, today I quite like the American classics, which I didn't think I'd ever do. So something that's a two-door pillarless or a four-door Impala. Those were things that I loved very much when I was in my earlier days, but I think they're cool at the moment. So you go through different stages of your life where you enjoy different things. And I think ultimately, if you're a car guy, it doesn't really matter. All things are super cool. You know, whether the guy brings a GTI to you, whether he brings a Combi, whether he brings a Beetle, it's exciting because you just love what's in the car. We specialize in American muscle and American classics because they're more affordable to the man in the street. You can play with them and make them loud and fun and go fast and go around corners better, brake quicker and better than originally made. But the finickiness that you would normally find in your European environment, it's very, very tight. It's a nut and bolt. Everything has to be perfect for a good car. Where the American stuff is, a lot goes. And whatever you can do to make the car better actually is great and makes it more saleable. And if you are refurbishing an E-Type Jag, there's no way that you can make that car better than really the perfect car that maybe left the factory. But everything has to be the same as when it left the factory. If you take a typical Mustang and you go and play with that, well, a lot more goes. And the result of that is many, many more people are buyers for those cars, and that's really our market. South Africans love muscle cars, they just have. I think the industry is tough. It's tough because we've had a few calamities in the last couple of years where companies like this have kind of treated the clients poorly. But I must say, right now we've sold up to 200 odd cars in 2 years. So fortunately we've got 200 happy clients that got their cash in their bank very quickly after the sale. And of course we've got 200 clients that walked away with a car that hopefully they are happy with. Now we've got to always realize we're often dealing with cars that are 50 years and older. So what can go wrong does go wrong. But if you love a classic, you have a love-hate relationship with this car, but ultimately drive it, fix it, play with it, enjoy it, and have all-time fun with it, because that's really what they're about. They're about having an absolutely great time, meeting amazing people of all walks of life. So that for me is like really important. Diamonds in the rough are harder to come by. Now we have a whole international market. Now you've got eBay, you've got various facilities out there that anybody can go and have a look at what his car value is, how rare his car is. We still find that one or two, but those times are becoming tougher. I think the success behind Creative Rides is simply that we want to share our love and passion for cars with everybody. Whether you come in here as a school kid and have a dream and you want to get in a Mustang and see what it feels like, we actually don't have an issue with that. Whether you're not going to buy today, doesn't matter. We want you to buy, clearly, but it doesn't have to be today. So we want your experience when you come into our showroom floor to be something really out of this world, that you're going to go and tell the next person and the next person. And if we've treated the people correctly, we've shared our passion and spent time with them, they will talk about us. And somewhere along the line, that will lead to us selling a car. And that's really what it is for us. So for us, it's passion. It's about trying to sell a good car at a reasonable price We always have the last centers. So we have an individual that owns a car that wants the very last cent that he can get out of his car, even though he's made a really good profit from the day he bought it to the day he's selling it. We want it to be somewhere in between. So we want the owner to make reasonable money. We want the new buyer to say, well, wow, I didn't get a bad deal. And you want us somewhere in the middle making a small percentage as a commission so that we can pay our overheads and pay our staff. I've been fortunate enough to own lots of really cool cars. And I suppose the one car that I've sold that I should have held on to, and we all have these stories, no matter who you talk to on the showroom floor. My dad owned something, my uncle owned something, my grandfather owned something. I had a 67 big block Corvette, a C2. It was an amazing motor car, and I will own another one. I'll go and find one and I'll bring it back from the States and I will enjoy it thoroughly. We often have what I call one of a kinds. So we have cars that it is the only one in the country. And I love it because you're going to come here to look at something that you haven't seen anywhere else. Because not only is it rare internationally, we have one here. And if it's on our floor, it makes it even more exciting because then it's wow, well, when you get offered something for the car and the owner says, no, he's not going to take that. Like, I want to know, but why not? It's good. It's the only one, pick one. So ultimately, you would have to pay properly for something that's super rare, not unusual. But the market itself, what's happening? I'm finding that any single time that we have a Perla, a 10 out of 10, a concours car, a car that's been built with passion and pride, that car sells for a premium. Almost every time and almost very quickly. Because it's just so cool, so special, so well put together that people will pay for it. Against something that maybe is a 7 out of 10 that needs work, someone's got to work on, spend time, effort, find service providers to help them. Guys want to drive a perfect car. And if you have one on the floor, it sells.